Hi, this is Paul Lynch from the Tank Modeler channel in regards to my bodybuilder switcher on the Mk4 female from World War One. As you can see, my female, or she I should say, she has had a grey Stynal Res primer coat, more than one coat actually. I did two, but what I did is to actually spray it and make it easier. I sprayed everywhere on the vehicle and left the sponsons to last, because that's where I was actually holding the vehicle while I was spraying, because it was a good point. Then I didn't touch anything else wrong, badly I should say. But as Switcher said, the actual model is fiddly to spray because of the nooks and crannies, especially in the rear area and around the front area where you've got all your little corners. Everything else was in, because you can get in nice and easy. So she was given the press spray coat. Obviously, you can see I've took one set of tracks around the bottom, so I've painted them now in my Vallejo Panzer Aces track primer colour. I like the colour because it's for metal, because it actually looks natural in that colour. Just to me it does anyway. So, but it's not going to end up that colour, because it's going to have a few other colours put on top of the tracks as well. A bit of rust, and also some steel dry brushing as well later. The base coat of this vehicle will be, the base colour will be mixed with from Vallejo to give me a similar brown to the Tamiya, but a very slightly lighter version. And I will be doing a slight tonal differences like I've done before, because I'm going to have it slightly lighter on the top panels and the slightly darker colour on the side. So most probably just two tone differences, possibly three, I don't know, but that's what I'll be doing. I will be rusting the exhaust pipe up all the way through from the front to the back, and I think that should be good. But anyway, so I'll be doing a brown. I know Switcher's doing the German camo version, and he's going to be using his putty to actually get the lines, demarcation lines on the vehicle correct. And I was going for the English one because obviously it's a British tank and I wanted it in British colours. So that's what I'll be going for. Now, as you can see the difference when you look at the male version, the sponsons on the side are really out wide and drop down to the bottom. You can see on the bottom of this one, below the sponson, there's two hatch doors that open up on both sides, so there's a slight difference there. The vehicle's going to look nice. I actually like it now. I must admit, it was very frustrating. It's a frustrating building places, you know, like we just said with the hatches on the top. I built mine in situ in the end, because the problem I found that if you try to build it as a separate entity, getting those angles right, you was never going to get there. So I actually built it on the top plate, and then I was okay. Then it worked out okay, and it fitted lovely. And I would do the same to the front plate next time. The front one I did build up, and then had to try and fit it into the position. I did get it there in the end, but I'd much rather have done what I did with the rear crew hatch, and actually built it in situ on the front. So that one was built in situ, the middle one, the small hatch at the back, and that was a lot easier to fit. So next time I build another one, which I've got to do the tadpole at some point, I will build that on the plate so it's actually in the right angles and perfect. Now, what else was I going to say? I haven't done my log yet, as you can see. I'll put it on there next to that. I haven't done the log. It's been built. It's got all its wood grain scratches on it. It's just the fact I've got to paint it. So I may paint that later today. I've got some things on to do today, so I might not be doing so much. But I've got to sort out my base colour, as I said, for the actual vehicle to get the right what I regard. Because if you go to Bovington, they've got one there in colour, and I've got a photograph in colour, and it looks right. Because the trouble is, World War II, there is no original chips left from the paint they used, and if it's anything like most things in these days, every tank that left the factory might have a slightly different tone, unless it comes from the same batch of colours. So you're going to get the difference. Plus you're going to get weather fading as soon as it gets there, because I very much doubt, I think it was lead-based paint actually, a lot of lead in paint in them days. So it's going to be tonal difference in the two vehicles. If you saw about three in a row and they was all from the same paint shop, then it's possibly that it would be the same. But other than that, I think there'd be a slight tonal differences. Anyway, that doesn't really matter too much, because at the end of the day, when you've built it, and as long as you've got what I call a near colour, I think you can say it's done. Because I haven't seen one model on YouTube or anywhere where the vehicles are exactly the same shade, unless they all went with Tamiya, and then of course it would be. Anyway, so that's my take on it. I'm going to be doing my own batch for the colour, unless I find one that's really perfect pre-done. I haven't had no joy with that yet. Anyway, so that is the end of my update for the Mark IV for today, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.